Hi everyone, welcome to the Celebrity Diaries. The marriage between actor Nicolas Cage and singer Lisa Marie Presley was one that intrigued many, partly because of their star-studded statuses and partly because it was relatively short-lived. They married in August 2002 and divorced just a few months later, in January 2004. While both of them publicly kept their reasons for the divorce relatively private, there has been a lot of speculation and analysis surrounding their split. In this article, we'll examine the factors that could have contributed to their divorce, taking into account their personalities, life circumstances, public images, and other considerations. One of the most significant factors that likely contributed to the collapse of Cage and Presley's marriage was the difference in their life goals and priorities. While both were incredibly famous, their professional worlds and personal desires did not always align. Cage, known for his passionate and sometimes unpredictable approach to life, often embraced the chaos and creativity that came with his career in Hollywood. Presley, meanwhile, had a much more grounded background rooted in music, family legacy, and a complex relationship with fame. Cage has often expressed how he views his acting career as something deeply connected to his identity and his pursuit of art. Over the years, he has become known for his eclectic roles and the intensity with which he embraces each character. At the same time, Cage has been open about his financial issues, which led him to take on roles at an unprecedented pace. In contrast, Presley, whose upbringing was steeped in the shadow of her famous father, Elvis Presley, had her own complex relationship with fame, but it seemed to affect her in different ways. Her career, although successful in its own right, was overshadowed by her father's legacy, and she also dealt with a variety of personal challenges, including the loss of her father at a young age and a difficult relationship with her mother, Priscilla Presley. The vast difference in their emotional baggage and life experiences might have made it difficult for them to fully understand one another. Lisa Marie was often described as a woman who struggled with the weight of her family's legacy and was seeking stability, whereas Cage's personal life seemed to be constantly in flux. It's possible that these differing perspectives created tension and contributed to their eventual separation. Another factor that likely played a role in their divorce was the apparent instability in their relationship. The couple had a whirlwind romance that led to a quick marriage. They met in 2000 and were married just 2 years later, and their union was very public, garnering media attention from the very beginning. However, the relationship appeared to be fraught with ups and downs from the start. In interviews and statements made after the divorce, both parties reflected on the nature of their relationship. While some reports suggested that their initial connection was intense and filled with passion, others painted a picture of an emotional roller coaster. Cage, known for his fiery and dramatic nature, and Presley, who had her own emotional struggles related to her father's death and her own challenges with love and family, may have found it difficult to maintain a stable relationship. Their marriage was also short-lived, lasting only a few months. This fleeting nature of their union was a clear sign of deep-seated issues between them, and it seemed as though they were both caught up in the excitement of their connection without fully realizing the challenges that would later arise. It's possible that neither was truly prepared for the complexities of a lasting relationship, and their differences ultimately led to the breakdown of their marriage. The constant scrutiny of their relationship by the media may have contributed to the strain on Cage and Presley's marriage. Both individuals were famous figures in their own right, and their marriage attracted significant attention from tabloids, fans, and critics alike. Presley, as the daughter of Elvis Presley, had been a figure in the public eye for much of her life, but her personal relationships and romantic life were always a topic of interest, particularly in the wake of her previous marriages to musicians Danny Cuff and Michael Jackson. Cage, while primarily known for his acting career, had his own share of tabloid coverage. His unpredictable nature, both on and off screen, often made headlines. Together, Cage and Presley were a media frenzy waiting to happen. The intense scrutiny on their relationship may have created a sense of pressure, both from the outside world and from each other, leading to an environment where personal and emotional issues were magnified. In addition, the public had high expectations for their marriage, and the pressure to live up to those expectations may have been overwhelming. The media was also quick to point out that their marriage was an odd pairing, further contributing to the stress. There were constant comparisons to their respective previous relationships, particularly Presley's previous marriage to pop icon Michael Jackson. This created a sense of public expectation that added to the strain on the couple, who were already grappling with their own private difficulties. Both Cage and Presley had their own emotional struggles, which could have played a role in their inability to make their marriage work. Lisa Marie Presley had endured the loss of her father, Elvis Presley, at the age of 9, a trauma that affected her deeply throughout her life. She had also struggled with relationships, having been married several times before Cage. These experiences may have left her with emotional scars that made it difficult for her to form and maintain a stable relationship. Cage, on the other hand, had his own set of issues to contend with. He was known for his eccentric behavior, both in his acting roles and in his personal life. He has spoken openly about his struggles with his mental health, including his battles with anxiety and depression. His history of erratic behavior and impulsivity was likely a contributing factor to the stress that accompanied his marriage to Presley. His financial troubles also played a role in his personal struggles, as he found himself in significant debt despite his success in Hollywood. Both Cage and Presley had experienced significant personal trauma, and it's possible that these unresolved issues made it difficult for them to relate to one another and build a strong foundation for their relationship. At the time of their marriage, both were at different points in their lives, with Presley seeking stability and Cage perhaps more interested in embracing chaos and adventure. This disconnect in their emotional worlds likely led to frustration and a sense of disillusionment, contributing to their eventual breakup. Nicolas Cage and Lisa Marie Presley were both complex individuals with distinct lifestyles, and it is likely that they were simply incompatible in many ways. Cage was known for his intense approach to his career and life, often living in the moment and embracing eccentricity. His personal interests, including his fascination with the occult and his unorthodox approach to acting, created a distinct personality that was both captivating and difficult to navigate in a relationship. Presley, on the other hand, had grown up under the intense scrutiny of the media and was often seeking a sense of normalcy. Her life had been shaped by tragedy, including the loss of her father and the difficult relationships that followed. She was accustomed to living in the public eye, but she also desired privacy and emotional security. These differences in their approaches to life likely led to a sense of incompatibility, as their personalities and interests did not align. Additionally, the couple's lifestyles may have been difficult to reconcile. Cage was an actor constantly on the move, often traveling for film projects and involved in the whirlwind of Hollywood life. Presley, while also a public figure, had a more grounded lifestyle, particularly as she sought to build a family and legacy outside the shadow of her father. These differences in their daily lives and career priorities could have made it difficult for them to find common ground. In the end, the real reason for the divorce between Nicolas Cage and Lisa Marie Presley likely stems from a combination of factors, including emotional incompatibility, differing life goals, instability in their relationship, and the intense pressures of living in the public eye. While both individuals were undoubtedly talented and successful in their own right, their personal struggles and differences in lifestyle may have made it difficult for them to sustain a long-term relationship. Ultimately, their brief marriage was a reflection of the complexities and challenges that can arise when two people with very different emotional and personal backgrounds come together.